talk to you about the donut hole. If you are of Medicare age or you have been on Medicare for any length of time, I'm sure you've heard of the donut hole. The donut hole, unfortunately, is not one of those little yummy cinnamon balls that we get at the coffee shop that everybody just loves. No. The donut hole is talking about the coverage gap in your Medicare drug plans. And that's regardless of if you get your drug plan through a Medicare Advantage plan with prescription drugs, or if you get a standalone prescription drug plan. Either way, you encounter the donut hole. This is the dark side of Medicare. And most people don't see it because Medicare drug coverage comes in 3 different parts. And the first part we want to talk about is the initial coverage phase, and then the donut hole, and then the catastrophic care phase. So first, let's talk about the initial coverage. That's from $0 to $4,020 that the insurance company pays for your drugs, less your deductibles, less your copays. And so that includes tier 1 generics, that includes regular generics, preferred brands, specialty drugs, okay? So if you're in the tier 4 and 5 with the specialty drugs, that can add up really fast. So the initial coverage periods, that is where Medicare pays after you pay your deductible. It's not going to be any greater than $435 and any co-payments that you may owe. Most people never reach the coverage gap. Drugs in Medicare are grouped into tiers 1 through 5. The lower the tier, the lower the price. The greater the tier, the greater the price. And then after you reach that $4,020, that's when you enter into the donut hole or the coverage gap. We've reached stage 2, and that is the coverage gap or the donut hole. And the coverage gap is temporary, but it begins when your drug plan has spent the $4,020 of the initial coverage phase or stage 1. And you are required after that point to pay 25% of the drug's retail value. And the drug manufacturer is required to spend 70% of the retail value. 5% will be covered by the plan, and that will continue this way until the retail value of the drugs that were purchased through the plan is $6,350. Now, there's fees that don't count towards that $6,350, and the 5% that the Medicare plan doesn't count towards that money as well. So it's whatever you pay and the drug company pays to equal $6,350. So after you reach that point, then you would exit the coverage gap and enter to the catastrophic coverage. And I know that sounds horrible and it's a huge chunk of change, but there's some good news for 2021. For people who rely on insulin for basically their life support, as of 2021, with certain plans, with certain brands of insulin, they will pay a $35 copay, even through the coverage gap. So that can save thousands. So that is what the donut hole is. That is the coverage gap.